As a kid, or even currently, tests and quizzes are tasks from school or from work that are dreaded by most people. Spending your precious hours confined in a classroom to assess knowledge from chapters, lessons, and presentations may seem mundane and boring, but necessary. I'm at that point in my life where I'm taking the ACT and the SAT for college applications. Just recently, Saturday, June 5th, I took my SAT and it was something I dreaded that entire week. I decided to do something different, step outside of my comfort zone, and talk to the other people that are taking the test with me, and made for it to be a much more enjoyable experience. I wanted to take the SAT so I can broaden the scope of colleges that I can apply to, maybe increase my chances of getting accepted. My school usually hosts the SAT during the school year, but since it was summer, we did not provide it. So I had two options on where I could take the test. I could go to Rapid City, or I could go to Sioux Falls. And since I live in Pierce, South Dakota, the middle of the state, it really didn't matter to me where it was. It was 3 hours either direction. I went to Sioux Falls, and whenever my family visits, we have to go shopping. And I obviously got some clothes, which I paid for with my own money. I stayed the night at my cousin's house, and I played on a trampoline and in their kiddie pool with her kids. I was unable to fall asleep that night because of my nerves, so I stayed up and watched introduction videos from this class. At 7:45 a.m., I arrived at Lincoln High School, gave them my admissions ticket, and just settled down for the impending worst 5 hours of my life. Once our first break came, we left the classroom to go get a drink of water, to go to the bathroom, and maybe just do some stretches. With the lack of people not knowing each other, it made the hallway silent and awkward. I had enough of this awkward silence, so I decided to break my introverted shell and talk to the nearest person. Of course I was nervous, my voice fell flat a couple times, but I got used to their presence. A moment later, another person joined, then another, and we just had a fun conversation. Talking to these strangers, seeing a smile and a laugh form on their face made me feel good about myself and happy that I stepped outside my comfort zone. Filling out that registration, paying $68, and driving 3 hours was worth it to take that SAT. I was disappointed that I didn't know their names, but the anonymity of them made it interesting. It may seem scary to take that first leap, that first step, or even a nudge on meeting new people, but an easy way to meet new people is be open. Show some vulnerability, because that vulnerability is what makes us human. And once we get to meet new people, we could have a blast on things that may seem unexciting and uninteresting.